To Busia, where an acute condom shortage is putting health workers on tenterhooks. The short supply of these contraceptives has been attributed to a decline in international donor funding. A section of residents, get this, say they are now forced to recycle the commodities. Leila Mohammed reports on the unfolding health crisis.
Busia town, the gateway into the Great Lakes region and the hub for business opportunists in whichever trade they engage in. Here, movement of people and goods from Kenya into Uganda and indeed the entire region is a 24-hour affair each day. Similar to other border towns with movement of people, especially truckers on transit on either side of the border, the trade of selling flesh is highly sought after, with the number of buyers and sellers rising each year. Here, sex work thrives too, despite a legal ban. Before engaging in man's oldest trade, many of these women have chores they undertake within the home to clear the day's duties before engagements that come when darkness falls.
Tunavaa hivi so that huku tuweze kuosha.
In this kind of work, protection is key for the survival of all involved. But a drop in accessibility of government-sourced condoms that were free of charge a few years back is forcing many to make decisions that health workers consider quite dangerous.
Zingine unapata mtu anaosha kondom, akimaliza anamtoa hiyo anaosha kondom ndio atumie baadaye. Na unajua vile kondom ikishatoka kama hata imeoshwa itabust. Itapasuka. Kwa sababu sasa ile mafuta yake hakuna.
It does not come to my desk, but if it is happening, it indeed should not be allowed to go on, because it is the integrity of the condom is going to be affected. So the second, third use of this condom because of lack of it will expose this population to danger.
Research shows that sub-Saharan Africa is the region with the world's highest rates of HIV and other sexually transmissible infections, yet numerous studies show that condom use is generally rare.
Watusaidie tupate condoms. Waachilie condoms na lubricant kwa sababu sasa wanafanya maisha yetu inakuwa ngumu, wanaweka maisha yetu at risk. Kwa sababu condom hizi ndio nini inatusaidia na inafanya tunakuwa safe na ndio inafanya pia tuna protect wateja.
According to data from UNAIDS, 30 years into the response to HIV and despite the increased use of condoms over the past 3 decades, condom availability and use gaps remain, in particular in sub-Saharan Africa, where the gap between availability and need is estimated to be more than 3 billion condoms. The estimated condom need in 47 countries in sub-Saharan Africa a few years ago was 6 billion male condoms. However, only an estimated 2.7 billion condoms were distributed.
Hii tumezoea hii condom hii kuliko hii ya kununua kwa sababu hata ya kununua pia wamepandisha wakati wameona hii imepotea.
Kitu yenye tulikuwa tunanunua 150 sasa hii imefika 400. Tunaomba kama watu wa afya mnaweza tusaidia kwa condom, tuache kununua. Kwa ukweli hii condom mkiangalia vizuri ni ya Uganda.
The county is experiencing acute shortages of condom, which is not a Busia County problem alone. It's actually a national problem based on the fact that this is a donor-funded commodity that is based on a global fund, which was used to procure this condom. But as our country went into improved in terms of economic classification into a lower middle country, new economic country, donor funding has dwindled.
Condoms in many African countries in sub-Saharan Africa are provided for free by the public sector, which is often heavily dependent on donor support.
In fact, for Busia, our poverty index is very high. We are at 83%. And so our population may not be able to afford this common basic commodity of condom. I hear it goes for 50 shillings for 3. One cheap type. But that's 50 shillings to get it for our common mwananchi in Busia, maybe.
Other than sex workers, Busia County records quite lowly in uptake of family planning methods.
Kama ndaacha kazi ya ngono, family nitaiacha. Lakini kama bado sijaacha kazi ya ngono, siwezi acha family. Kwa sababu hiyo inanikinga hao watoto wenye niko nao wananitosha. Siwezi ongeza. Juu sasa ndugu yangu nikisema niongeza wengine, ni kama ndakuwa naumiza hao wengine. Juu wote wamenitegemea, mimi ndio kichwa.
A condom is supposed to be used only once because the way it is designed, there's some spermicides or microbes sides which are within the condom that can kill even these microbes. So it's supposed to be used only once. Using it twice by washing it is also endangering these ladies and endangering the men they're having sex with.
Both the workers and county government representatives note that with the changing status of the country in terms of its economic placement on the international stage, it may require government to step in and ensure that sexual reproductive health is top on their agenda. Leila Mohammed, NTV.
In need of protection, you can rewatch that report by Leila Mohammed on our NTV Kenya YouTube channel. Now, her report leads us up to our next break, and coming up,